Good morning, everyone. What up? It's your boy, back at it. Rundle Tag Champion, playing some Disco Elysium. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I had a pretty good one myself. Got to hang out with some friends, play some video games, enjoy the weather, do only a small amount of workouts. And today, I woke up at 4 a.m. Yeah, I got my race coming up this weekend on Sunday, and I'll be getting up at 4. So this whole week, I'm getting up at the ass crack of dawn, before the crack of dawn, actually. Getting up super early, just to get used to it, you know? So, that being said, I've been up for a while. I'm on top of my game right now, even though it's only 9:30 in the morning. So let's get into it. Today's stream's going to be a little weird because it's so early. I'll probably play for at least 2 hours, maybe up to 4. 4 hours, not 4 p.m. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. So quick recap. Where are we? We had a whole day without Kim. We've checked off a ton of our journal tasks here. And what are we doing right now? Well, it's nighttime on Wednesday. We got to go to bed pretty soon in game. I think the plan is to possibly go investigate this guy after 1. Sorry, not after 1, after 9, which it is right now. And we got to talk to Kuno. We got to talk to him about the traps. So that might be the move. We got to go back to... what's it called? The church area, right across the river. Ton of stuff to do over there. We got to get to the dead body. We got to talk to all these people about the nightclub. We found this jacket. We got to give it to the guy. We still got to find out what happened to Klasia. Convince the Hardy Boys to tell us what happened. Open up this door. We could literally do that right now. We got to talk to Klasia again with Kim. Okay. We found the husband. We think it's the dead body. And we still got a little bit more going on here. So let's start by talking to our boy here.
Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about
Alright, I'm going to
anything.
turn it up slightly. Hopefully it doesn't destroy your ears. Empathy, 42. And that's a purple check. Let's talk about your shack again. Heard enough.
Talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Alright, let's ask about the locusts.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about books.
Of course he doesn't.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame.
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison.
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
What's this about? Now hold on, no one is lame here. Just tell me what happened. You kids are in trouble. What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Let's try it. What do we got to lose, right?
What's going
Of course.
is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language, trying to push your buttons.
Alright, let's try this.
Fuck no. What are you? Fucking...
Oof.
They've almost made you...
Ease off, see. Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
Alright, okay, I'm off. And our task was... That was a failure. Find out the real reason. Local kids might know. So we got to check with Kuno S or the other kids across the river. Did I already try to do this again?
See a set of
Yes, I
ties.
did. Not now. So let's run around here. Do I got my bag? I don't have my bag. What am I doing? I need to put that bag in hand so that I can get my tools. All right, cool. Get my tools. Get my money. Oh, like I said, chat, going to be a little bit off today. So, my apologies. All right, did we check this billboard the last time?
Just an ordinary wall.
Very low.
Nothing to see here.
Let's try it.
You have no clue.
It's just a wall.
So many walls all over Martinez. Whether
All right. Nothing there.
Trying to sneak up on me?
Nope. We gotta go up and talk to him. How do we go up? We go this way. Right on, right on. Outside here. Ooh. Yellow. New interact. 16 days of coldest April. Okay. Well, we'll check that out eventually. Start by going out here. We gotta go up. Oh, this girl. We gotta talk to her
Hello
too.
again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Is that bed in the coal room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep.
You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. Somehow, it never happens.
It's not the nicest place, but I guess it'll have to
doesn't
do.
have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me.
Cool.
Shoot, piggy.
Alright, talk to you later. Now, going up here and talking to this guy. Rats of the city. Wait a minute. How do I get over to him? Did I go the wrong way? I thought it was... which way do we go? Is it this? Balcony. There we go. Okay. Cool. Let's do a quick save. This should be locked. Yep. My guy.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
Good stuff, good stuff. Good moods are good.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
I got your hint, found the key.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for. I'm just trying not to screw anything up. I'm not going to make things right, make them spectacular. I'm trying not to screw anything up.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you.
Okay.
My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday.
Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather.
Why would I want to meet your
Trust me.
friend?
You do.
Very well. I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you.
He takes another
Damn.
drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around.
Okay.
Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the book.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run
To
where?
the city.
Okay.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
All right, let's tell him it's important that we talk again.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
New task, interview the Sunday friend. All right, sick. Interview the Sunday friend. Go in and meet him right now. He won't be there later. Well, let's hope that this doesn't take... Whoa! All right, quick save again. Walking and exploring everything in this apartment. Okay. What's under the bed? Ooh, a conical hat, huh? Nice. That could be cool. One logic and suggestion is bad. Alright, what's this? A silk robe. My guy is stylish, that's for sure. Drama and electrochemistry. Okay. Expensive men's perfume lingers. Buckets. Alright.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Alright.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior.
It's the cufflinks, it's gotta be.
Superior, but he's not in the command. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearance.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur la Clé.
Alright, this guy is official.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way.
Alright.
Ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the tone. Yeah, let's fuck with him. Who does he think he is? Assisting you?
Before we get on, where'd you get this robe from? We'll get to that right after you tell me the hat. Let's talk about the silk robe.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think
Sadly, the
it's a
shop's
little
out of
culturally
business.
insensitive. That's really all I can tell you about it.
That didn't work. What was that? You were supposed to fuck with him, not compliment the decor.
You actually witnessed the lynching? Yeah, let's
I'm sorry
go.
to say I did, officer.
Is it because you did it?
Because I did it?
He's clearly not a man accustomed to being spoken to in that manner, let alone to being accused of murder.
Don't jerk my chain. You did it,
What's
didn't
the
you?
meaning of this?
I'm sorry. Let's start over.
Well, I can certainly understand that.
Okay, we gotta chill. We gotta
Hanging
chill.
is a surreal play. Everything since then has been too. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one.
What the heck?
That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe.
Sound familiar? That matches the prints you observed at the scene.
Were any of them huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human.
Any of them look like
drummer?
drummers?
Why? No. But then, I don't know what a drummer is supposed to look like.
Alright, what happened next?
Back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
So you didn't actually see it happen.
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men, women?
All men, I presume.
All men.
But again,
That doesn't quite comport with what you know.
No, it doesn't.
Don't forget the lady driver.
Are you sure at least one of them
it's
wasn't a
possible,
woman?
officer. But I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark.
Alright.
as I remember.
What
I
ethnicity?
believe they were mostly white.
Of
Though I
course.
believe I saw 2 Aeropagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
Okay, what happened
Well,
next?
That's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened.
Yeah,
It
alright.
was oddly quiet for a public lynching. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Okay, let's ask why he didn't call us.
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances.
I don't trust this guy.
I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
When did it
All I
happen?
can say is that it was late.
You didn't actually witness it.
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
That was a waste of
I'm
time.
sorry I couldn't be of more assistance.
What are you doing
The
here?
coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled.
This was a waste.
The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
What are you doing in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4
Yeah,
stories.
okay.
You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat.
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moralin.
What's the international
La
community?
Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition.
The
In
price
other words, the
stability.
nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution. It is the most important thing.
Doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment,
Okay.
which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
How does it
Take
benefit
your
us?
daily bread, for example. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation.
Oh, we know all about this.
That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Must be nice. 2% of what?
But not too far below. No. Too below is also bad.
You're not
The
answering my
coalition
questions.
believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles.
All right, let's take the
Would you like to
pamphlet.
know? A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the morality. But
That's why he's a
I
moralist,
don't
sure.
have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to transparency.
All right. I want to
It's
know
the
more about
international
it.
Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International.
All right, I'll be right back, chat.
The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
I don't know. This guy seems kind of pointless to talk to. I wonder if maybe I needed to have Kim here for it to be more useful. Are you a moralist?
Of course.
Am I a moralist?
Do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values? Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
All right, what about the rest of
Revachol is
Revachol?
generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't.
Okay.
They are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Revachol must be governed. Democracy is meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot. I'm choosing option D. None of the above. Is that moralism? I don't think I'm a moralist. Yeah, Revachol should be governed by
Your full
Revacholians.
autonomy is important, I agree. But it's now enough of this delightful political interlude. Was
Okay.
there anything
Yeah,
else
Sir
you was there to
Leclerc.
say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern,
Sur-la-Clé.
urbanized country that measures very high on the human development and freedom index. Mostly, though, it's known as. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries.
Mm.
Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Why?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Clé's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
All right.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Tell me about your friend.
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more that it's never going to happen. They enter negotiations in 21, and it's been
What is
pending
this thing?
ever since. EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations.
Occidental.
It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as it was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel.
The EU.
Another success. And between you and me, The moral intern feels emboldened by this success.
What does it stand for?
Why? It stands for progress and stability, like the moral intern as a whole.
What do the letters
It's
stand
been
for?
such a wild, extraordinary success.
You don't hear the
We
words
are
I'm saying.
a supranational political alliance, the United States of Occident.
Is it going to be like this place
You mean
here?
Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy.
Is it going to
It's
be
one day
part?
going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
They never become
No,
real members.
Candidate members do become members. Why do we
This
even
guy
have the whole
sucks.
system in place if they don't? It just takes time. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
How'd you become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally,
You're describing how the
international
coalition
community- one of the
occupied
wonders of
Revachol.
democracy is that everyone is allowed to have his own opinion. And not just allowed, encouraged even. Debating. You should consider joining a debating society for adults. But now that I start thinking
This
about
guy
it
sucks.
was for an improv class anyway. It's this funny theater thing, you know? Very creative.
Yeah, you haven't told me who he
Sorry.
is.
Who?
Your friend, the smoker, we were talking
But I
about
told
him.
you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts.
So all you can tell me is he's here
It
to
is a
study the arts.
cornerstone of our civilization. He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which
He's
ones?
a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking.
And what are you doing
and
in here
just
alone?
Enjoying the view.
It's dark outside.
Listen.
A baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
Someone's baby's crying.
Listen, the Insulindian Bay.
I was asking
My
about your
friend
friend.
comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around.
Something
don't
else. Alright, that's it.
A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Why can't we talk
It's
later?
against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
My work here is
Of
done.
course. I'm
Yeah, this guy gave me nothing. Jesus. Alright, quick save time. Yep. How'd our tasks go? They went by the pants from Kuno. I wonder if I can buy them now. I thought it would be an option. I think I need to trigger the dialogue. Here we go. I'm not opening that till I have Kim with me. And I'm going to run across and finish the day, I think, after I try to buy the pants. Now, I could maybe I internalize a thought here. Yeah. Visual calc, light, shivers, rhetoric, pain threshold, visual calculus. Oh. Temporary research bonus, none. And we don't know what the solution is. Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. I don't really care about that. It's killing you. Yeah, your brain's fuzzy, overdrive, sticking together. Even bone dry. Maybe you can quit. Fair weather. Motorway south. I don't know which one I want to do. Rhetoric, weird jaw. No shakes for shivers. Magnesium thing. I don't really care about that. Kingdom of Conscious. Let's go with, let's do this one. Or this one. Should we do Wasteland of Reality? Let's do Wasteland of Reality. Alright. Very good, very good. See if we can talk to our boy Kuno here about those pants.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Who's Kuno?
Kuno. Primal.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying help!
Help! He's got the Kuno help!
Alright. Answer the questions.
Escalate, Kuno!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Are you high right now?
Misters, help!
Rolling super hard. He's having the time of his life. Total ecstasy. Fuck the
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
Let's try it. Oh! I just punched a kid.
thump. The blow connects surprisingly well.
Well, that was pretty
Even
fucked up.
the Knuckle Kuno feels it. This was no light tap.
You did this to yourself. I think we can have a normal conversation now.
Fantastic! You killed Kuno!
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck.
So you
about
respect
your
me now?
demon pig. That's
A little. But don't expect anything.
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno! Fuck his fat ass!
I have more questions.
the kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it?
The
Look
ladder.
at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
It's
Fuck this
unclimbable.
Kuno, no. Kuno's not a
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Ask about the
fuck?
mug.
A mug in the trash. Is this about the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Shit.
The kid.
Kuno,
We already did all this.
Get your yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't
Crime
yeah.
scene.
The
No,
kingdom of-
never mind,
yeah,
that was
whatever.
it.
The fuck about it?
How do I get to the pants? Never mind.
Get lost!
I forget how to buy them. Whatever. Alright, let's go back and sleep, and we'll do the next day. Do a quick save. Cool, cool, cool. Ooh. Run across here. Those are the tire tracks. And my bed is up here, right? Long way away. Holy moly. Here we go.
It's getting late.
Enter the shack.
The bed is comforting.
Go to sleep.
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Nice.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that recorded in you. Forever. On Faraday.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time.
What is
It's
it?
the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from... You can never forget this shit.
The rain, the snow. I don't want to. It's beautiful. Endless visions. The colors, the voices.
All stuck on loop. Whirling, spitting out. You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
Alright, we're gonna be semi-optimistic here.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know.
For the working class. For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
We're making progress. Measured steady
There
progress.
he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why?
Lila. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Do it for the wind.
Damn! My guy's gonna be exhausted. 3 hours. Healed health.
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now. It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and
Oh fuck.
contain these energies,
I thought things were going well.
you've been making progress on your case, interviewing people. But who's focusing on the big questions?
That doesn't, yeah, it really doesn't sound like my job.
Open your eyes. Stop getting distracted by
What am I
details.
supposed to do?
It's time you started You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
What is
The
it?
most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many
I
different
thought I was
organizations,
assigning
agencies,
responsibility
office.
for the
Harry,
murder.
Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues. The human welfare index, the price of staple goods.
I'll accept the responsibility.
Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la
It must be given.
like a committee.
A committee.
You don't need no stinking committee. You're the law.
Who should sit on it? Do we really have time for all this?
There is always time to follow best practices. Once someone's decided to cut corners for the sake of expediency, who knows what else they can? Swift, decisive action. Mass executions. Fun stuff. That's what they're capable of.
Can't I do it
Really,
myself?
Harry, you know in your lungs that true authority flows from institutions, not individuals. That's the single principle that separates civilization. Technicality. If you want your work to be accepted, you have to go through the appropriate.
Who should
process.
sit on the
Only
committee?
The most even-keeled, your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise.
What
to
happens once
assign
we've
it
assigned
among yourselves.
responsibility?
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superior. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up. at
Oh
the
my
next
god,
meeting.
this is
Rest
ridiculous.
assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels.
Alright, I'll do this.
Good luck. Your report is eagerly.
Oh god. Form a committee of moralists to assign responsibility. Alright, we gotta find Kim. He should be at the Whirling in Rags, right? Oh, there he is. What up, dude?
Yes.
Why did they send me? Let's try it.
You pick
Nope.
over what's left of your frontal cortex, but no
We need to talk about
I'm glad
responsibility.
to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
What do you mean?
If you ask me, it's high time for you to put the bottle away. Sober up. Get back to basics. That would be... And I hope we don't even need to discuss the street drugs you've been abusing.
At least let me have my cigarettes. I only smoke them for the bonuses.
The lieutenant's quizzical expression gradually deep.
So, what are we talking about then?
I'm talking about la responsibility.
Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Price Stabilité? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for?
For the whole situation.
No, I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility.
How'd you know?
Simple. Because moral intern types love to... In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified. You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villeudran. The gentleman you met. If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. But first, you might need...
Okay.
Now, was there anything else?
Nope, that's it. Alright, let's do a quick save. Let's review the tasks here. Yeah, I don't really care about this one. This is kind of a stupid one. Talk to kids. Go to the dead body. We gotta talk to all those guys. Yep. Get the whole story from Titus. Open the door. And Klasia. Okay. So let's go return the jacket. Well, let's try talking to the kids about the
The
locusts.
scruffy-haired little boy kicked.
Yes.
Lily's sisters.
Yes.
It doesn't look like he knows what.
Alright, so much for that. That did nothing for me. Where are these? Ah! It's not here. Interesting. So let's go back down. This is the one thing I wanted to do, was return this jacket. I wonder if he'll say anything. Oh, you know what? We're gonna interact with
A
this.
police badge on which you see the
Look,
man
photo.
of choice. A newer photo, 8, maybe 10 years.
Yep.
What do you think? It looks better. Don't be
Yeah,
fooled.
we've already done
The
this.
badge in your hand.
The name.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
What kind of name is
It's a
it?
wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like an...
It's meant to keep you safe.
There
Pleased
we
to
go.
make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is it?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice. Thus,
Interesting.
there are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken. Or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their sup. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case,
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
I thought my... What's
décomptage is the
décomptage?
hierarchical system
Décomptage.
employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means counting down to twos. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, kings like satellite officers, and the additionally a freighter rank.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
So you've been putting up with me because we're of the same
No,
rank.
I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Hell yeah!
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found...
He trusts you, for now.
Thought my
Trust
rank was
me.
drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and This leads me to believe maybe your current situation.
No
People have been
ex-alcoholics.
through worse and gotten back on their feet, Lieutenant de Balifred.
Such a small yet precious thing.
Show him the
Expensive
cereal.
paper caught between thick plastic.
That's just the serial number.
Yep.
Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers. 4 months
The
ago.
date.
I'm guessing that's when you were promoted. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been...
The pain in your chest tells you you were working. The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march.
Sick.
A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you. Of that.
I remember that time. That was a good time. We had a good work-drink balance going. What happened, man? Pump it up!
Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts.
Yep.
It's no wonder you are like you are.
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCall.
And you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't the badge in your hand.
Alright, let's put it away. Good shit. So that was a good interact. Let's interact
6
with this.
crumbling petals rest on your palm.
What is
They're
this,
white.
Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybelle's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
Who pinned
The
him?
revolutionaries, so the communers and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army. So it's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of...
Does it
discipline,
blossom in
yes,
early
but
spring?
Not this early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried.
Is it a
reserved.
coincidence it being on the
Maybe.
roof?
Maybe not. We'll see.
Very well.
The petals feel dry. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none.
Blow on your fingers.
Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills, the wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then spring.
Alright. The note.
The note is written with a blue pencil.
Put it away. This.
Crinkled chewing gum wrapper.
I'll hang
Be
on
careful.
to it. Yeah,
And
this.
the pattern still.
Put that away. We did this one.
The
What about
library
this?
card is folded into 2 and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the... Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre.
Look at the
If
backside.
lost, please return the card to the library. Dial
We should first decide what to do with the body before taking any other actions.
Alright, let's put that away. Anything else that we wanted to actually do? No. Let's go. What do we want to do first? I think first is... Am I going the right way? Yeah. First is going to be talk to the woman on the ceiling, on the roof. Then Hardy Boys. Unlock the door. Uh-oh.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it. Neat.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the...
Jesus.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carried...
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified
Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave. You can always come back later.
Who are
I
you?
can tell you who we're not, cop.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and...
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man.
These skull people are more than an authority. They're deities.
Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future.
By the way, if you see Cindy,
Odd. There isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're pissed. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Why are there more? Why aren't there more?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that.
yeah, we are.
Yeah, are you
Oh,
into
man,
not
yeah.
dance music?
We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
it's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
Don't fuck with me. I'm one of the bad cops. And now there's conflict. It's too much.
That's right. You should back off and let.
What is wrong with you? Now you're just...
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness, present in all of us.
They're called skulls because when you are shot dead in the middle of the street, the skull is the only part the stray dogs.
Just trust me and follow my lead.
So boys want to feed the
No
dogs?
reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looked the other one, shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenants.
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join.
Why
Because
would they
we can
accept
be just
you?
as psycho and vicious.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Enough of that. So did we ask about that? Do you know anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
A man was hanged.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it.
Also, he was hanged.
I am the
He
law.
was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean...
These punks don't know anything.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
What does that
Fucking
mean?
philosophy, man. You can do aggressive shit with philosophy.
like murder or wasting your life away.
Alright. Let's go do our stuff. I feel like I'm getting hung up. Oh, over here.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye. Do something important? Something murder related? There's always, even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Has waxed it recently.
You want to take a closer look?
What's it packing there? A fine machine. Nice.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field. It's a bit girly right now. Fit it with some proper off-road components.
Helium headlights.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
Maybe we can do it together.
Maybe. Yes, definitely, maybe.
Alright, what's the
130.
engine?
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That's what, 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
Alright, let's move. Cool. Up on the roof, people. That's the next thing here. Let's not lose focus. Oh my god, who are all these people? That's our smoker friend.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Adjust your tie. You're
I
here.
am. So are you. What brings you here?
What are you doing
Admiring
here?
The atmosphere. What about you, officer?
Kick some ass.
Well, here's to you.
Uh,
Yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military.
Was he
type,
alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece. Yes, you know those tiny
Okay.
speaker microphones that fancies
What was
just
he
reporting
saying?
back whatever I was telling him.
what did you tell
Nothing.
him?
That I didn't see anything.
Did you tell him about
What
your
friend?
friend? Your Sunday
No,
friend.
I don't think it came up.
Anything else?
He had an accent. He sounded vaguely Oranese.
Okay, thank
Not
you.
sure. Anything else on your mind?
I need to talk with your Sunday friend again.
Oh, a committee. And if I may ask, Gendarme, what is this committee about?
La responsabilità.
Of course it is. My friend is always treated as though I don't have enough going on. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about... He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course.
Do you know when he'll be back?
I'm not as a I guess you will.
I met your Sunday friend.
And how did you like him?
I didn't like him as much as I like you.
Why not?
Why was he staying in your
keys.
place in the middle of the night?
And he likes the view. To the sea.
Who is he?
From the first world. He's not like you and me, Gendarme. He can always return to his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still. His coming, or is it just money?
What are
friends,
you
I
two?
told you. Sunday friends. Friends who... that he won't be there when times get tough. It is. On Sundays.
Okay.
Hmm? What about me, Gendarme?
Alright, let's try this. Oof.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess.
Alright, leave. Cool. Cool. Anything else that we wanted to do for tasks? Talk to Classia, yeah, and open the door. Those are the main, and talk to the working class woman, and go back across. Okay. Jeez, Luis. All right. Cool.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged. Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's White Dior?
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
Sounds like you don't enjoy it.
I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
Let's move on. Yeah, I'm fine.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing that smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the seat. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 18...
That it does. I say, let's brave it. No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous century. No, I think the bureaucrats just forgot about this backroom elevator after the revolution. Seems so, although it's pretty quaint for a freight elevator.
Look at the
There
controls.
are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency.
Alright, let's go up.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tool.
Workshop.
Like I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hotel.
Sure.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
It was the East Delta, yeah.
Yes, as the novelty dice makers said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost.
It's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and God ought to be made knowledgeable so he could perform
the counter spells.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball.
Finish the thought. All right, let's look at these.
You clearly see footprints.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone's been here within the last
3
week or
weeks
two.
maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily...
This is good. He likes it.
The Blue Door was a mega investigation after all.
Nice.
It has now converged with our main investigation, which I would say is quite...
What does
it
this
means
mean?
Someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind Classia's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Closer look.
Prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Soul could be bigger than Vamp. The souls have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines.
This print doesn't look like the odd-sold print we found at the hanging cam.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could.
One person
between
back and
that
forth.
And that.
Doesn't look like the worker's boots from the hanging,
No.
does it?
These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me.
All right, get up and
Everything around you
conclude.
is quiet. The prints crisscross.
All right, let's move on. Nice. Very nice. I knew we had to do that. All right, let's talk to our girl here. What's up?
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
My partner needs to hear
Really?
about this.
That was his name?
As I already told your partner, I didn't actually know his name.
Army
Yes.
name.
He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can tell.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where is the place?
in Oranje, officer. It's, I think...
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondial. I'll update the form.
You were both from there?
Yes. We were...
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand.
Bad
Sex,
habits.
outspeed, probably also sildenafil.
How old was
He
he?
was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him.
He had many scars that made him appear older. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
The adversary one.
His eye color.
Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful sun.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile.
Those eyes.
Yes. His hair, if you can.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
I too have stroked his
Oily,
hair.
isn't it? We have that in common now.
She understands what autopsies entail. It doesn't get her off balance.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh,
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
quite a lot, yes.
It was in Ornier's map of the waterways. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, chat. We're closing in on an hour stream. Strange time. Anybody checking it out? Hope you're having fun. So a couple minutes and I'll be right back and we can continue this investigation. Oh, shit. I forgot about my laundry chat, so I'm going to go turn that over. Couple minutes still. I'll be right back. right. Let's get back to it. Service history. Map of the waterways.
Sure. Service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
How so?
Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are stuck. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bad shit." And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country. Oh yeah.
Can you tell us what these
No, thank
mean?
you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands, and on other islands too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober.
Did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
It's a feeling I have.
Well, it's wrong. He had too many drinks to down and too many bad things to do. Couldn't tap out just yet.
We requested a semen
Good for
screening.
you.
What do you think it will...
I don't know how a semen sample works, officers. How many days after intercourse does it have to be? I don't even know if he had sex with someone else.
Is she avoiding anything? See? There's something off here. This one must know she's deploying flares and countermeasures.
Alright, I think we finished this.
All right.
Sick.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Look her in the eye. Failed.
Soft,
Oh, we got it!
Eyes look back at you.
Hell yeah,
Directly
chat.
into the
Nice.
space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. I have bad news for you. You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore.
What?
Believe it.
Which ones exactly are
There's
affected?
no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's all bullshit,
Wow.
man. I ain't, especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in... No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that... Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants you. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But she likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is you.
How did this
and
happen?
It always does. Through subtlety.
What can I
There's
do?
nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can you turn them normal
No.
again? What use is
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Does this mean she's been lying
I
to
think
me?
it's safe to assume, yes. Mr. Thespian here hasn't been speaking up. If he were, I suspect there would be paeans to her truthfulness. Like this, no. He's not going to show up. I'm sorry. Your lie detection isn't working. It's not her doing. He's just, no, not an idiot. You're just more of a sensitive type. Thinks with his heart. This woman's pain draws you in.
What is her plan?
Can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does. She may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping. See? It's oddly moderate.
Alright, let's
Don't
get back
worry.
to it.
It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Miss, are you manipulating me?
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke.
God, no.
Yeah. Let's return to this later.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all record,
That's what she
below
said.
the damage. The weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity.
Where's this
How
going?
old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurement.
Cam, how old do you think I am? How old do I look?
How old? 58.
What if you're wrong? We were both wrong about the disease. He turned out to be 40.
42. And he was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
I feel like I've been
On the bright
decomposing
side,
longer
you've
than
been
that.
getting a lot of exercise lately.
The ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as that of death itself.
Silent. Then, here it comes.
Sure, you're 42.
Wait. This requires scientific
Alright, let's do it.
laboratorium.
Cool. Alright. Very good. Oh. And a quick save. Let's check our list here. The Doomed Hostel is whirling around as part of the Doomed. Talk to guard. Okay. Open the door and the working class husband. So things on the side. So open the door and then the things on the other side after we talk to Gart.
Hey, was there something you needed?
I saw another thing.
Great. I love those.
Why can't I go into the kitchen?
Cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What? Fine. Okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around.
Claudia in room number 3. She nicked the phone line.
No. Fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do.
He really doesn't like it being Claudia.
I bet you didn't want it to be her.
What's that supposed to mean? Fuck you, buddy. She's not my taste.
Kissy,
She
kissy.
pays for her stuff on time.
Wow. She really isn't.
Now, was there anything else? I have like 4,000 coasters to stack. And then I need to wash dishes because it turns out I have to...
I got into the back room.
Oh, okay, well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
I think he was the one who was doing the peeping.
He's really, really holding. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously.
Aren't you going to ask me?
What is back there?
Pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why, do you want to play a game? I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
I feel like capitalist plot coming up.
Plot. The pinball we have in the corner now. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish...
Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
I have to warn you, it's part of the Doomed commercial area.
Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole
So
thing.
you know the curse?
Everyone knows of it.
It's on the intercom outside as one of the businesses in Building B. Get your wiring fixed. I tried to call you and couldn't reach you.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling.
Sign it, yeah. Whirling was once the East Delta pinball before it failed. It's only a matter of time before it does too. Isn't that a sign of decline?
The Whirling
Yeah.
in rags not being part of the Doomed commercial.
Liar.
If anything, we're
Relax, Mr. Gart. I'm sure there is no doom. He simply wants to share his discoveries with you.
Does this look like
We'll be
part of the
optimistic.
Doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tile work? These high ceilings for 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom...
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
You really care about it.
Yeah. It's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, even if it is part of the damn Doomed commercial.
So you
area.
admit it?
Yes, your police skills have delivered. I'm sure you'll get a commendation. Maybe...
Who owns
some
it?
real estate management company. They never come around here. Just collect...
There is an acrimonious note. It's clear he's doing the real.
Who named it?
Sure as hell wasn't the real.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria manager. Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast, and you're...
Good pick.
Okay. What about other cafeterias you manage?
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick...
You're guessing there aren't that many others.
Good luck with your place. Yeah.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those. So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment...
Tell them about the people. Here we go.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room, next to Clausia's bedroom. Found it when
I'll have
I
it fixed at
found the
once.
pinball
Thank
machines.
you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide spy.
All right, good. So he's a good guy, at least.
The color has drained from his face. What a shame to fix such a good people.
Are you sure you haven't been spying on your guests?
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my stuff.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job, and...
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now a hole in the wall.
I'll give him
Absolutely
this.
not. That would be idiotic.
In your defense, neither do I.
All right, you've been
Thank you.
notified.
I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else?
Yeah, something else I wanted to ask about.
Got the 20 real.
Not yet.
Why are you wasting?
Goodbye. Cool. Quick save. Hey, and we got another level up that we can do. Take on this. Yeah. Missing insects. Local kids. Return to the dead body. Okay? Talk to the kids. The ravers, whatever you want to call them. So these are all ravers. We found his jacket, and we got to get the story from Titus. Open the door. So Titus, husband, and door. Let's try Titus. She's got nothing for me. Quick save. I will use my skill point if I need to.
What is it?
If I need to. What is my check? I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
You ain't got shit. That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Let's hear it then.
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised.
High-ranking government official.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in. I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
No shouting, no commotion.
You assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets.
Arab guy? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and...
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told
All right, we're probing.
We were
Witness said it
all
looked like a
there.
surreal
Those
play.
flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's as
Doesn't mean
The whole
anything.
scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It was...
Chunky. It's Chunky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Chunky.
You didn't break this wagon fort.
Nice.
But you did manage to rattle the people inside.
Enough about the
Some
witness.
witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit.
That's
then
true.
went-
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never...
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses.
I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friend's coming for you.
By friends, you mean?
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline.
Some kind of tribunal, and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands.
Okay.
The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
Right fucking here.
Right here. We're armed. Yeah.
Glenn's crazy.
A well-oiled murder machine.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
Nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum.
It's bad news, you know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking barmy.
Seen any around? Where are they now?
These people are trained military professionals.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. Don't forget, we're listening.
And mercenaries are armed with
We
automatic
got
weapons.
of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zila guns. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Ceramic
Guess we're
armor.
gonna See, aren't we?
See what? That they don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing. And
Okay.
what do you mean, okay.
I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus. I mean, okay, you got this, you got the numbers. I mean, okay, you got one more gun. I mean, okay, I guess I'll be gunning. They're gonna wipe you the fuck
No,
out.
they won't. Get out of here with you.
He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that.
All he means is that the situation is...
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude.
Okay, rhetoric. So let's use a drug for the rhetoric. And hope that we can do this thing. God, it would be nice. I think this is going to be a big break in the case, obviously. Rhetoric plus rhetoric. Nope. There we go. Put that in. It's the cigarette. We got to do it again because of the bug. Boom. Intellect raise at the expense of health. And we talked to him. Sure, we damaged our health. Whatever. Ain't no thing.
You again. What is it?
Here we go. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Let's hope this works. Rhetoric. Come on.
Convinced
Hey!
she's being manipulated. Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter.
One of his boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez.
Okay.
Outside, under the rising sun. Tattered and in ruins, the windows of the cafeteria aglow with her morning light.
That's it then. Case closed. We're going home.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. And Martinez, they just kill you because they don't
Good.
like you.
Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Of some
Bring
chick.
that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
The man's fists under the table are balled. You can tell from his neck and shoulders.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
They just hang you like in the Dark Ages, make a display of your corpse. They club you from behind, string you up, and go back to drinking. It's cool, guys. You drag them out back, light their corpses on fire, and piss on them. You don't care. Club them from behind, string them up, and go back to drinking.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We didn't hit him, okay?
Oh, shit. Here we go.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He reaches for his belt.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason? Let's do it.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut
Oh,
up,
shit.
Angus.
He was dead before you hanged him?
Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this. Angie,
Ooh.
where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Evrod.
Fine. I'll tell him.
Oh, shit.
After a long walk along the coast.
Oh, shit.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions?
Sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
We did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile. Only you.
So you didn't kill him, he was already dead.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was...
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered by blue masks. Bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light. Shine it in his mouth. He tells his assistant. The coroner squats.
Oh, this just got fun. Why?
The girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Oh,
Did
shit.
she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday
Last
night?
she came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down.
Shit.
I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How'd you
I've done
know?
this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy, too, Angus.
What
We
happened?
went upstairs. Sure as day, the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window.
That's why there's the new window.
Dirty sheet Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
All right, chat, give me 1 second. We cracked this wide open. Let's go. So, we'll see what other twists and turns there's going to be, but it's not the biggest surprise, right? Oh, the Claudia did it. We know she spent time with him. We knew she was manipulating us. So who's tips?
Nah, he's my brother.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
If Claudia didn't kill him, why the cover
You
up?
may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of
They
shit?
can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old. They're
Who are these
powerful,
people?
Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in...
Why would you help someone like that?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who killed the merc?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside.
What are you
behind the window
thinking?
Somewhere. I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Claudia. Maybe the
Ah, the businessman.
Maybe it was meant for her.
It was... Oh, I wonder if it's him, the guy we just talked to.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past,
I
too?
do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyway?
In a manner of speaking, we had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it for political reasons.
It's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing
Fella,
eighth Hardy.
You think too much. He's off all right.
A little too far there.
That woman
Shit.
is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her anyway.
It's okay for there to be a Hardy girl. Name, current location.
We're Hardy Boys, and that's it.
Name, current location.
You're not getting to her. It's Claudia you want to talk to.
Here we go.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large window.
Claudia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go.
Okay.
Still, after all this headache,
You would still prefer if we didn't take her
That's
away.
right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Damn. Woo! Nice, 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 nice. So we got to go talk to her again. Oh, man. I bet it's a Sunday, friend.
Hi again, Gendarme.
All
Bye-bye,
right,
Gendarme.
leave. Quick save. Got to do a quick save. Oh, boy. This is something else. If I'd passed that check earlier, this game would have taken a completely different turn for us.
It's always good to see you.
something in her demeanor has changed.
Yep.
She's tired.
Hardy Boys told us what happened.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You were expecting
I knew
this.
there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. For what it's worth,
If you knew we would find out eventually.
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
It's not a good enough reason.
You're right. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
We're not the
You
lapdog.
share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mail, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
What'd you do to have these people
It's
after
not
you?
nice, but it's not illegal.
What exactly?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them.
Shit.
I did my job well enough to be with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with.
I need the names of the companies involved and who.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company.
But she really...
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive
I'm
intelligence
sure there are
circuit,
people who have
you
done
don't
much
have a life.
worse.
You're radioactive.
That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself
It is.
into.
Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of...
That can wait. Look into her eyes.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
It's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
I'm a cop. What I do is
By
right.
bargaining, then. I do that too.
What
So,
happened here the
over
night you
there,
died?
Together.
What
Okay.
happened?
He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him.
Jesus.
I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open.
A great pain moves through her. A dark and indefinite wave. She continues.
I knew he was dead.
You were right.
Yikes.
He did enjoy the moment of his death.
So he did enjoy
Yes,
it.
But how did you know?
He just had a hunch. Detectives have done.
Then
He
what
was
happened?
heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette. I'm sorry this happened to you.
What time was this? When did it happen?
11:30 to 12:15.
It's okay. Were you in...
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line.
This doesn't fit with the testimony of Titus Hardy. He said she was higher than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Yeah. I did one of his lines.
Good thinking. Clear your head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the cross?
No.
What'd you do?
I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the
Sheesh.
streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection.
Why don't you run away from
far
here?
as you can.
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as.
Alright, chat. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Again. All right. What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew.
Before we
something was
continue, who is Ruby?
You know, the leader.
No.
The leader?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy
Well,
Boys.
Nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts...
Okay.
Would you say she is the 8th?
Why not? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs.
I showed her.
I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were
to produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
Yeah.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Alright, then what
Ruby
did you
went
do?
outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. He carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were
Ruby
hanging
said
him?
to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low.
Where's
I don't know.
Ruby?
I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the...
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble? What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs.
It wasn't Ruby.
Heard the shot.
Hey, Prolicar, how's it going, man?
It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Clausia.
Alright, so when it happened, did you hear a
When he was
gunshot?
shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear any.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Yeah, okay. So did you kill
What?
her?
Why would I put myself through this insanity? Get myself cornered like this? He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
Yeah, I didn't
All
think so.
kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy. Now,
Maybe.
you guys suddenly have theories pouring when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
It's okay if you did this in self-defense. The game took over my life last night. I might have pushed the story too much before completing side quests. Yeah, I don't have too many side quests. I have some side quests left, but none that I'm like really drooling to get over, you know. And I think I'm gonna have to complete some of these to really get into the main story. But it's easy to do when you like get that thread, chase it down, and try to progress. I don't blame you one bit. What are we gonna say? It's okay if you did it. No, let's blame it on the drugs.
What does that mean?
Do drugs make you agree?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with. I thought Ravishal would be more enlightened about this. Especially since you've taken them yourself.
Yeah, fair.
Gives you a sideways glance.
I do drugs to keep working, clean up the shit you created. Me and my drugs are none of your business.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I withdraw what I said.
So let's
I didn't
say
mean to judge anyone.
downstairs people
I'm
have
sad
this
to hear
idea.
that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have.
She's getting
No one
scared
implicated me.
now of you, the downstairs people.
All right, let's try the self-defense thread
I
here.
did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before.
Okay.
She simply
and desire.
She
Nope.
has the training for it. You've known it since she first greeted you here on this roof.
Some get locked out. Tell you to finish it before proceeding. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I don't need to 100% the game, but I do want to get some of these side quests, the ones that I'm especially interested in, because the story's so rich with this game. So, could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I
And?
thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me.
It happens.
All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone, so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Something to consider. Oh yeah, definitely second playthrough coming. Yeah, eventually I'm probably going to play this game again and do a different cop archetype, you know? Play it a different way. See how all the dialogue changes and all that stuff. We can't go after Luciap, not yet.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Why'd you call it cops if you're
Because I'm an
hiding?
idiot.
Why did you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off.
It's messed
Her
up.
jaw
Yeah.
is clenched. Her throat moves.
She was too upset.
It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you.
Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then? Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer, and it makes you sweat.
When was the window
Last
changed?
week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took...
You should have another look at that window after this.
Sure.
Reconstruct the scene.
In her
It's
bedroom
right there.
inside?
Yes. You see the glass sparkling out of the
All right,
corner.
I think we're
She
done here
nods
for now.
silently.
Good, good.
She doesn't even smoke. Just picks. He's thinking, or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody.
Let's do it. Let's see. It's a white check, so I might as well try it this time. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Oh, we failed.
She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. most shocking details of... You've been breached, Bulwark. You've been breached like 1,000 times now.
Yeah.
So you say. But give us one example of deceit. Just one example.
Could the lurid explicitness conceal something less sensational but more illegal?
Who is this personhood picking these seditious options? Can't you see the detective grows weary of your mouth? Stop staring at her eyes and say something pertinent to the case. It looks like this one's not working out. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for...
Alright, let's return to this later. Alright, so we're looking at this window here. And what do we got?
Is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk
Visual calculus
reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
I probably should have changed my clothes, but visual calculus clothes. What do we got? I got too hasty. Get too excited sometimes and just hammer through the checks. Visual calculus, so that'll be good. Visual calculus. Nope, not that one. And let's make sure we have no negative visual calculus. Very good. Now let's do it.
This window is pristine on the
All right,
inside.
92. Come on.
The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
The man is kneeling. The woman is on her back.
Yep.
It's the night of March 4th. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside.
Where does it come
Roof
from?
Outside. Location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
All right, let's have a look
the
at
ray
A.
cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
All right, gun
They
residue.
could have been.
Yeah, it's been
Then
raining
the
a
rain
ton.
And slush and wind washed it away. 72%.
72%. Wow.
Good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain the lights were on in here.
All right.
Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Could it have come from inside?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
All right. Arguments against A prime. It's got to be the noise.
None that
They
you've
didn't hear it.
found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
All right. Could there have been a
That's
further
a
away one?
28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin? in
Yeah,
Martinez?
let's do it.
You would need a map for that.
Huh.
A map of Martinez.
Okay.
You're
Bookstore.
thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof?
Yes.
There was a map in the bookstore. We should come back with it.
All right. Great. Great. That's a big dub. I'm wondering if I want to reinspect these footprints here. Now that we know. See if there's a new... Nope, nothing new. All right. So, let's go back out. See if she says anything.
Hello,
Yeah,
officer.
that's what I thought. And go down. Do I have a skill point? I do. Okay. Determine where the shot came from. Kim logic. Okay. Kuno empathy. Visual calculus. All types of stuff here. Conceptualization. Composure. Drama. I could put a point into drama and redo that. Yeah. And I could put on my drama clothes. So drama. Drama. There's got to be more. Drama. Okay, and no negatives, right? Oh, that's a negative. And level up drama. Back up. I should have done this while I was up there. Whatever. We don't need to rush through this game. Here we go.
Hello, officer.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her and take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction.
Yeah, let's ask
See?
questions. You know, I think you didn't make the call to the station.
What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies.
I mean, I feel like eventually I'm going to end up rushing just because I'm going to be excited to go through it. But yeah, I'm trying to play it out a bit.
On the other end. It sounded like she was smoking.
Okay.
Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
Oh, I have another level up.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late. Sometime after.
It checks out.
Your real name isn't this.
You wouldn't give us your real.
Okay.
Oh, it cracks.
Okay, it's not.
I knew it.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time.
Was the passport bullshit?
It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu.
Falsified document.
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where's the buoy?
West of the boardwalk.
All right, I'll be right back, chat.
On the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now.
All right. What's next? It's useless. We'll accept the task.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here.
All right, what's your real name?
Katarzyna Lazie.
Proceed. Finally, we meet.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind.
Probably not this.
They can never take my sound.
Yes, they can. For lying.
All right.
She nods. Her back straight. Ready.
What if I told you you're under arrest? Why have we not arrested her yet?
At least for an
A little whimper. The young woman hears you.
What?
Devil woman.
Her hand trembles. She's only pretending she didn't hear you say devil woman.
All right. What if I told you
But
you're
I
under
haven't
arrest?
done anything. Anything legal.
Failure to aid a police fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
You're a suspect, you're a flight risk. Failure to aid.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Damn, okay. Well, we'll have to see what happens here.
Please no. I think I know who did it. Who
Oh
shot
shit, here we
tell you.
go.
I can help you.
What do you know?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she said, gearing up for this betrayal is
Ruby.
Ruby! Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs.
What she's saying is... Say
Anymore. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run.
I mean, go figure. It's the
She
8th Hardy,
started
right?
Protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship.
This isn't too surprising, but I don't know where she is, so I gotta locate her. That's gonna be the hard part.
When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting.
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
Okay.
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me.
No,
to
I
run
haven't
away
found my
with her
gun
when I
yet.
told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Sounds like she was fixated.
This is just an assumption.
Yes.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all.
Crazy.
When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up, like she had a plan.
Alright, so when Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship, was she
She
threatening
came over
you?
one night, drunk. Said she'd turn my life into a living hell.
Oh.
I've been threatened before. I can tell when someone knows how. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it.
Some of that fear is still with... What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
And how could she have killed
You've been
him?
through there, right? I saw you come out. It leads downstairs. She could
Yep.
have come to the roof through that, then made the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna.
Okay.
She used to come here to drink on the roof with me.
Alright, that's it.
Okay. Arrest... Why?
I'm not gonna
She
arrest
told
her.
us don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And she's beautiful.
Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Okay, I'll keep you here, miss, for now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Something tells you you will.
Alright, let's change
She's
the subject.
slowly You are.
And return
This
to
is not
this
the end of this.
later. Good stuff. Alright. So let's go out here. Let's do a quick save. We gotta talk to the Hardy Boys again. Inspect the buoy, yeah. Make Titus give it up. Alright, let's try that. We don't even know what these two jokers are about. A lot of unknowns.
It's
So let's
you
go
again.
here.
What is it?
What is the check? I talked to Classia, now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
She's your real leader. She's the next link in the chain. I've seen her. I need to pin this on someone, and I've pinned it on her. She killed the victim. A civil war is brewing. She's a suspect. Because she's your real leader.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man.
How many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off.
She's the next link in the chain.
Sounds like you're making her. a suspect in Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral interns.
And fuck you
crap.
too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Found key in Union box, saw the winch outside, staged like a play, reconstructed murder scene, found antique rifle, classic gave motive, secret route found, Ruby's a drug trader established. I'm going to take off now. Alright, I'm going to do a couple other things here. We're going to go unlock the apartment. We're going to go unlock the apartment. Open the door here. Work our way across the water and do a few more things on that side. And then there's a buoy west of the boardwalk on the coast. Okay. And get the map. Alright. So that's it. So map, unlock. Come on, go on in there. Where's the map?
Hello again, esteemed officer.
No, farewell.
A small mountain of colorful board games.
Nope. I can't remember which one it is.
The display rack is brimming with
Books.
worn paperbacks featuring an extremely
Devil Woman.
muscular
Alright, so is it upstairs?
shelves filled to the brim.
Leave. Ah, this looks like the map.
Several maps. The maps look...
Map of Martinez. This could work, maybe.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it.
Alright.
Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged
Steal
boxes
it.
of an industrial harbor.
Alright, I want to buy it.
Be informed of your surroundings.
And leave. So I can interact with this.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48
Trace
is
a
how your
path.
finger moves through the various streets. Across Rue de finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
Okay. Oh, nice. So this actually works now. Oh, man. I wish I had this a long time ago. God. Wow. And I can fast travel, right? So I can go... Let's see. How do I do the fast travel? Quick save. Let's try interacting with it again.
The worn map, your thing, find it.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select...
Okay. Honestly, no. Yeah, it said you could do it, but I don't know how to select one to go to. No. Let's try a couple more buttons. No. Nope. Alright. Well, that didn't work. So the next thing I wanted to do was unlock the door for Everett. Let's do that and go talk to him. Actually, I'm going to get some water. I will be right back. Sometimes I can, other times I can't. Okay, so the controls in this game are a little wonky sometimes. I'm going to chalk it up to that. All right. Did I get the signatures for Everett? No, I don't have that task. I do not have that task. Okay, here we go. Let's unlock this.
The door has braved the elements for decades. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and so is the knocker.
All right, let's press our ear against it.
Around in the apartment.
Oh man, and knock on the door. I know you're in
That
there.
already defeats the point, doesn't it? Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna unlock the
key
door.
stops midway in the lock. Something's blocking its path. Not a sound is The tenant's key is in. The lieutenant looks first at the door, then back at you, then signal. As you turn to leave, you hear footsteps on the other side.
Oh
We should
man.
leave and go talk with Evrard. Tell him what happened, that we couldn't open the door.
All right. Talk with him. And any other tasks that we wanted to do on this side? Find the husband. We found him, I think. And then we got to go on the other side for all these. We're working on that. Okay. So we can inspect the window as well. On our way back after we talk to Everett. I'm gonna buy some magnesium too.
The Tamish, your bottles.
Oh, it's right here.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste.
Leave. Good. Just in case. Hey, come on. Let me out. I gotta talk to this guy too.
Right to work!
Nope, apparently I don't. What is
file
this?
cabinet
Nope.
stacked with drawers.
Okay. A giant ass for this thing.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone.
That was interfacing check. So let's go to close. Interfacing. Oh, that's even better interfacing. Is that it? That's all I got for interfacing? Damn. That's unfortunate. What tool could we use here? Alright. Damage the morale, but we're fine. I healed it. Did I lose health?
The already familiar. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be wet. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle.
I failed? Are you
Right
kidding
now,
me?
your finger is
It was
just drawing
92%.
faint occult patterns in the air.
Where did I get the rope? I got it at the smoker's apartment. The guy who can see into the courtyard. And you talk to his Sunday friend. That's where I got it. Just doing this. So I might try this again later.
Sure. Why not?
Damn it. All right. So much for that. I thought that was going to be an easy check. All right. 1 second. Oh, what's going on over here? Okay. So let's go talk. Run across here. It's this way. Whoa. Ran really fast there.
Back before the cargo container.
So this is rhetoric.
Its drawer has.
There's no way that this is going to work for me. But I'm going to try it anyway. Minus on the rhetoric. Rhetoric. If it's still 3%, which it should be.
Before the cargo container.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Its drawer has not lessened since.
Alright, let's leave it for now. We run this way. Run through here. Come on. Here we go.
Mr. Dubois, every worker.
A member of the board.
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I... You
About the
fucked up.
weasel.
You waited too long, the weasel came back, and now you can't open the... Everett forgives,
Jeez.
Harry. Don't cry, my boy. It's gonna be all right. I'm still gonna tell you about the murder. That's just the way I am. Benevolent.
I thought I had more time.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now.
Alright, what do you know about
I'm
this?
sure you figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of...
He performs a motion as if spring.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy
This
wars
is all
in Elysium,
periphery.
Seminine,
It's like,
Sadamoritsa.
let's get really
You
into
name
it. Come
they've
on,
done
man.
it. Raping, killing, burning villages, everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
You have a village
No,
elephant?
Harry, the elephant is metaphorical, and so is the village. But the mercs and their brutality are... Now,
Go
I
on.
haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move... Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them. All hardened commando types.
Yep,
None of
that
them
checks
got
out.
Downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him.
Yeah.
By negotiator.
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dockwork. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
The whole neighborhood is in on it. Who did the
There's a
pushing?
militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the...
Yep.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people.
So I
who
could have
want
talked to
make
him
sure
before
bad
to get
things
some of
don't
this
happen.
stuff, but I
And
already
if
know
they
all
already
this.
have, well, panic.
So these...
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill..." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave...
Aren't you worried we might arrest...
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent...
Uncertainty belies his boasting. In the end, though, he believes it. Or at least, he wants to believe.
How do you know they were hired by
How
the
do
shipping
I know?
company?
Let me tell you about these people. That's them. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike... These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company. After a little rebranding.
So you believe the scabs were organized?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
Yep, tell him it's
Of course,
Krenel.
You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me. Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
You don't seem too
Oh,
worried.
Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everett.
He wants you to do more things for him before.
You mentioned a
Oh,
lawyer
this is a
girl.
right one.
We know about her.
I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand.
Tell me about
simply
Titus.
Fine young men, all 7 of them, exemplary union members, always working to advance.
Yep.
Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself.
Interesting.
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had to work with them. Hell, interview them, but don't fight them.
Yep.
They really...
That's him.
We're
allowing
good.
The police to ask his men questions.
So I met them. Can you ask them to
It's
cooperate?
the least I can do for my...
You can now go and tell Titus about this.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Alright, I
The
take it.
lieutenant watches you pocket the bank.
Good boy. A real team player.
Alright, let's
What is
conclude
it
for
to-
now.
I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust... I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And, of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely... Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want...
A man of the left. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I'm a patriot of Revachol. You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. What's that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you are. This is another corrupt scheme. I'll say I grind.
Perfect, Harry. That's perfect. My version of the left is not against the companies. It's with the companies. Honestly.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant.
Kim, what do you think?
I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very...
But, he thinks.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martin A's, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
What are the signatures for?
You asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martin A's. It will be righteous. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more...
You mean the fishing village?
Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned, in either the sea or the bottle. A gloomy place, doesn't have that Union attitude.
Alright, what happens to
They're
the current
just gonna
occupants?
have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects.
Alright, I'll see if I
You
can
bring
ask him.
joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here, you need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I heard that once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I know we can do business together.
Alright, I turned it off. The shady brew.
Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about it, and I'm sure you made the right call. I spend the whole day delegating I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady...
Can we go over a few details?
certainly,
Alright, nothing else there.
Means, Harry.
I'm gonna lie to him.
No, you didn't. I know the mailman, Harry. I know everyone, just like I know you'll get it done. Once you
Alright, change the topic and leave. Cool. Oh, and an autosave. Nice. New interact.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan.
Look
the
at
youth
it.
Center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings. Almost. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice.
What do you think
I'm
of
no
this?
property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
Alright, so that's a logic check. Do I have on my logic clothes? I do not. I have on my drama clothes. Let's put on our logic clothes. I wish there was a way to organize this. Logic. 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 And interact with the zoning.
Legal documents out of the envelope.
Let's see.
It doesn't
Oh
seem
my
to be
god,
anything
every time.
No fine print. You're smart. You can read.
Put it away. We could just... Do I want to put another point into logic? And go for it? I don't know how much I care about that task. Alright, let's go out. Zoom out so I can see where I'm going. What's my task? Get the signatures. Determine where the shot came from. Do that on the way back. And everything else is across the way. So very good. up here, then up this staircase. Man, if that quick travel was working, it'd be very nice. Let me see if I can interact with it. Where's my map?
The worn map. You're fit. Find it.
For more details.
Yeah. One day I'm gonna remember that's not the way. Can I click? No. Oh, you have to do it from... I think you have to do it from one of the locations. Like, if one of the locations is the Whirling in Rags, I think you need to be there and then you can fast travel. Come on. You can do this. There you go. Okay. Go up here. And let's finish this off.
The same two neon.
Extrapolate.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
Okay.
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Let's look at the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Have a look at B double prime.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly.
And B triple prime.
1 kilometer away. An unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere. On an islet in the Bay of Martinez, perhaps. There, the shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window. Between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A.
Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof?
Precisely.
Let's say these spots.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less. I'm just being thorough.
Well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It fits the hidden...
I like the roof thought, but I guess it's... We're going over there anyway, so we might as well explore it. Let's see if the map is working now. It is not. So, we have to run over there. Don't need to interact with anybody here. Come on. Now, is this woman over here? She's not. Dang. What is this? There's something down there. That's it? That's all you can tell me? Alright. Well, we made it over here. Go this way. Oh. That was locked. Yeah, I have no idea. Still a lot to investigate. Yep. Can I go up here? Damn. Alright, we gotta give this guy his jacket.
Tequila sunset.
Found your jacket?
Ah, tequila.
Give him the jacket.
What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
I found another dead body.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dump.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
Leave. Scrub it. Wash it. Where am I even gonna wash it? Determine where the shot came from. Oh, I know where I'm gonna wash it. Right here.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at
Could you wash this for me?
I can wash it for you. But it's going to take about it.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Yes,
Well,
wait.
hand it over then. And I must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than... Hey, what's this about? Come now. I can't read all this scribble.
Everyone wants to
Tell
turn
me
part
what
of the
it
village
says.
into a youth center.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our... Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on.
Okay. Quick save. Oh, now it's closed. Where is it? Pain threshold, half light, and drama. Oh. We'll give it back for the quest.
Tequila sunset.
Fresh wash.
My jacket?
A look of consternation crosses the man's face.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
So you're saying this isn't your
Brown?
jacket?
That's medium concept stuff. Not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but...
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys. Business. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
You're lost. I'm keeping it for myself. I went through some dark shit to give this.
You know
Take the
what?
jacket.
Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some loot.
Hi. Good thinking.
Alright, be seeing you. Nice. Quick save. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'll be back in a minute or two. Oh, what's up? You hungry? All right, so I think I got about another half hour left in me. Oh, I did not realize I could go
Drop in
this way.
temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking.
What does the smoke
Chemically
smell like?
sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole. The road is smooth and motley, craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of a tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lot. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them, until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat. Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier.
Okay. What do we want to pursue? What is our first task we want to pursue here? Signatures, the buoy, the shot, boardwalk, island, Land's End. The dead body. Let's do the dead body. So... No. This part's so annoying.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Dripping water falls from a high place. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're fighting with it.
Can you make out what's inside?
I won't even try. I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's...
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name.
Can he still shoot?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharp...
Alright. So we're going to this body over here. We're looking for gunpowder. Signatures are important, but don't let me stop your journey. Okay.
There's some tear.
Leave that.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped...
Hold on.
Okay, what do you
Looks
see?
like he's been dead for a while. I'm surprised no one found him before you came along.
Alright, who is this
Looks
man?
like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. But that's just a lazy ass...
A dead working-class man with a bottle in his hand?
Yeah, we know who this is.
Don't deceive yourself.
It's the husband.
The woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband?
Bottles all around. He was drinking. The library card.
Well, he's definitely someone's husband.
Yep. What do you think happened
Death by
here?
misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Do you think he was drunk?
Oh yes.
What about alcohol
Some
poisoning?
symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure. No, I
It's
don't
not
see
related to
anything
that.
that points in that direction. For now, let's...
Yes, but what if there's a killer on the loose? 2 suspicious deaths is
Yeah,
such...
Without
it's a
any
stretch.
further evidence, yes. What about it?
What
Did
about
you
the
see
kebab?
kebab? It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the park.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Someone should be
We'll
held
see this
responsible
plays
for
out
this.
After the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep... It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure.
Sure.
Although there's still a question. From
What should we
where
do
I
with them?
stand, I can see 2 options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, Or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
What
A
about the field
autopsy isn't
autopsy?
necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal. And this looks like I'd say we
Sure.
should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Yeah, okay.
Good call. The guys at processing can take care of the rest.
We'll take the case.
Alright. We've already examined the library card. Let's call the Jamrock Library for my kinema. And while we're there, we should also call the station. Let them know that we are taking the case.
Okay. Now where... Oh, hey, get out of there. What are you doing? Go. Troublemaker. Alright. Yeah. It's always the cats. They know how to stir up some drama. Now where am I supposed to be? Not that. Determine where it came from. Check the boardwalk. Yeah, I'm looking. Maybe it's down this way. Nothing that way, okay. That's not the way. How do we get up here? We gotta go around. Come on, Kim.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the
Alright, let's do this.
Unable
And
to
we
piece
failed.
together the scattering of bullet holes.
Of course.
is one giant smile.
Which way do we... Why do you make it so hard? There, come on! Go! Oh, this guy.
As you approach, the man, he appears completely.
Ah, super. It's the officer. I was not expecting. What brings you down to the scenic Martinez coast?
Alright, let's do this part of it.
If it's la responsabilité you're after, I have good news for you. There's no...
Ah.
Of course.
The Comité de Responsabilité de Revachol. It acts as a sort of clearinghouse for coalition activities.
Yes, this is just the sort of...
I would offer to connect you with the committee myself, but alas, I am...
What? Where you knew there was something strange about this one. He's
Attempt to
an
stick your
astral-
hand through him.
Mais que faites-vous, officer?
Yes, I was wondering the same thing.
I had to make sure it wasn't an astral projection.
No, don't be silly. We're simply speaking in an informal capacity. Officially, I am... That's
Okay.
why it would be extremely irregular, or potentially even inappropriate for me to intercede with the committee concerning a district.
But I need
Yes,
to do it.
You've made your persistence quite clear. Under normal circumstances, I would have to insist you go... But if you have information of a vital interest, they might be willing to entertain an exception. In which case, I would advise you to contact them via Coalition Warship Archer.
Why do I need to go through the archer?
You see, in addition to being an airborne artillery platform, Coalition Warship Archer is also the linchpin of the Coalition's surveillance and communications infrastructure. And
It's watching
listen,
us too.
it has the most objective vantage point in the entire city. Not, I find it a great comfort to know there are benevolent powers watching over all, in strict accordance with the Wayfarer Act and the Bristol-Mühne Convention.
How does one contact them?
This is quite the problem. Very tricky. Of course, the Archer has orders to fire on any unidentified aerospace.
All right.
But in that case, you would require a radio transmitter capable of broadcasting on coalition frequencies. And that kind of technology naturally isn't typically available for... I suppose there might be some way to circuit bend your way onto those frequencies.
We already met one of these techno tinkerers. Do you know any?
No, I don't have the pleasure.
Sounds like something that programmer we met in the church.
I thought
Let
so.
me just say that I have complete confidence in the RCA.
What are you doing out here?
Well, that's très simple. I was visiting the fishing village just
All right,
now.
Prolicar, take it
They
easy.
have a plan
Thanks for checking in again, man. Appreciate it.
to revitalize the old market. And well, I wish to see the situation. And then, well, I had some extra time on my hands, so I decided to stroll down here. It's quite peaceful, isn't it?
Not quite my scene.
Well, you know what they say. In matters of taste, there can be no dispute.
Did you see the bullet holes?
Is that what those pockmarks are? I might have guessed.
You feel like there's something you could say here. If only you really knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Ah bon? I'm all ears, officer.
All right, thanks for your
Always
time.
my pleasure to be of assistance to the RCA.
All right, quick save. Unfortunate. Unfortunate that didn't work. What is our next move here? I don't know, is it? Why can't I inspect it?
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds.
That over there must be the boy Klaas you told us about. The one she hid.
You lift the boy out of the water without much effort. It's not tied to anything. The cord's dangling from the bottom.
Examine
the number
it.
11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt.
Simple construction. Very.
Let's shake it.
There's something in there, splashing around.
Sniff it.
Smells like you would expect it to smell.
And open it.
Shot glasses worth of seawater pours out.
Well, damn.
A little longer, it would have floated away.
We still got here too late. There's nothing of use here anymore.
No documents. What do you think?
I have no idea.
Minor quirk.
I think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope.
Maybe could this be related to this?
In my experience, cryptids are generally an interest.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have the time.
Damn.
Though you doubt.
Alright, let it be. So we're too late, so I am behind on a lot of stuff. That's what that means. Find someone with technical expertise. Sure. Dead body. Call the station. Yep. Determine where the shot came from. Ruby's location is the big one. And I did this. Talk to these people. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so let's do a quick save. I'm not even sure. We can go in here.
Yes, what is it?
Can you
Do I
help
look
me?
like someone who has time for side projects at this moment?
If you want her help, maybe you should help.
The swallow, you mean?
Nothing.
What about great? Thanks.
Leave. What about this? Can we do anything here?
Of humanism
Encyclopedia and visual
a precious
calculus.
and complex way.
Let's do visual calculus first. No. Visual calc. Visual calc. Tools. Okay.
The mother of human
Visual
stands
calculus.
above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single
Actually, give me a
pane of
second,
glass.
chat. I gotta do a couple
Crack
things.
runs
I'll be right
across the
back.
length
I gotta
of the
turn over
painting,
my laundry
her
again.
face oval
Check on the cats. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's check it. Oh, who is this, Kim?
It's Dolores Day. I believe we are in the Dolorian Church of Humanity in Martinez. It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding. There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the
A pang of guilt. The lieutenant is leaving something out.
Why it was
I have a
bad.
theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place. Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although 3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them. I am pretty sure it was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything more about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should find out what I was
Good luck.
doing.
You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling.
Ooh,
It happened
keep
a
it
while
forgotten.
ago. It's an important to our business in Martinez now.
Alright, let's do the visual calculus.
A jigsaw of
Hey.
broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the...
Who shattered it? Or what shattered it?
Unknown.
Who is the older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is small figures of wise men, common men. Worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row.
Wow. What does it say?
Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. And then, along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
Lieutenant, this used to say it.
Life again. After the whirl, the pale. After the pale, the... This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM.
Why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as...
What's the RCM motto now?
Union, prudence, and force.
I like the other one better.
So do I.
Step back. Cool.
The mother of humans.
So, encyclopedia.
Towers above you. A wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her.
Alright, let's do our encyclopedia close. Oops. No. We don't have a lot there, huh? Just this one. Encyclopedia 2. Make sure none are negative. And roll it.
The mother of humanism stands despite
Let's
the
go.
damage you've done to yourself. The title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still. And will haunt you forever. As it
What is an
holds the
innocence?
highest category of historic individual. An embodiment of the world's spirit. In a way,
A tyrant?
an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built from the... An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated. Packed into decades instead of centuries.
Is one in
And
office
no,
now?
We are alone.
When did she rule?
300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi.
What else do
Many
I know
things,
about her?
You know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene la Navigateur, Queen of Seren, modern-day Sir Leclerc, draped in ancient sadness. Are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed.
Where's this coming
the
from?
past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away.
Was she
Terribly.
smart?
Women
Okay.
of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology.
She's a kept
she made
woman,
the
okay.
most of her position in the antediluvian court. A court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all...
Alright, so this person's wild, huh? How
it
come?
was on her advice that Irene la Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor. Ultimately, she was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest battle indeed, When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her, she was so overcome with emotion that bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress.
I want
as
more.
did we all. The lands of the Mess and the Occident, and even far away Supremawindi, altogether 21 of the 40 mundial nations of the time.
Wow, her
in a
crowning.
city called Advesperaskit in Vesper Messina, her homeland. The name of the city means evening comes. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied out plaza with the crowd far away. Already her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about.
She must have been beautiful.
She looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands, midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head.
Then
One
what?
of the men in this secret service killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day, something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm. Like this inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass
Was there something
hysteria.
terrifying about her?
Is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic. Terrifying. It's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her.
I want to know.
You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the Innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mess. The Mesk state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of up. She adored chess, yes, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes.
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
She's connected to this case, glowing lungs, that's fucked up, nothing, just looking around. The
Yes,
glowing lungs.
Glowing lungs are quite unusual. After that one time, they have not been reported. You know, this church, the coast, we shouldn't linger. Finish what you came here to.
Turn away. Okay. We'll do a quick save here. How many tasks have we got left? The pants from Kuna, whatever. Solve these guys, so it's the ravers. These 4 are the ravers. Then you got the body, the insects. That's over here too. Talk to Titus and get the signatures. Okay. So our guy's missing. So let's go talk to the ravers. Or at least set up to talk to the ravers, because I am going to be ending my day shortly. We've done a lot today. It's been a productive day. 3 hours in, we feel far closer than we had to solving this case. Oh, I didn't want to talk to him. Nothing. Let's go in. Squeeze in.
You go ahead.
I'm actually not, he thinks.
I'm sure you will feel right at home.
What is this? Alright, quick save. Start with him.
So, how are things going?
So that's logic. Alright. That's it for now. Let's put on my logic clothes. I said, let's put on my logic clothes. If I have any. Logic. Logic.
Hi again. So, how things going?
Low. Okay. That's it for now. All right, so chat. I think we're going to call it for today. 3 hours in. We know that we're looking for Ruby. We're trying to figure out the shots. We've made a lot of progress. Not a lot of tasks left. Most of them are with these ravers, right? So the puzzle, talking about the thoughts, sync the signs, talk about the associates. So we're going to work these and then have to decide what else is worth running down. We've got a lot of checks here, so I can try to work those as well. Make a decision on that when we play. Hopefully play tomorrow. Give me 1 second and I can tell you what time I'll probably be streaming. Okay, so tomorrow is probably going to be either an early morning stream around 7 a.m. or in the afternoon. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe it'll be another split stream, 2 smaller streams. No promises, one or the other. Then I will look to stream Wednesday and Thursday this week, and then I'm off to Lake Placid. So only a few more days. Hopefully we can finish this game before I go up there. If not, I will definitely be playing next week when I get back. So thanks everyone for tuning in. As always, follow me on Twitch, like and subscribe to videos on YouTube. Really appreciate you spending some time with me. Hopefully you're enjoying this game as much as I am. It's a different one, and I'm definitely slower paced, but as we were talking with Prolicar about, I don't really want to speed through it and miss a lot of stuff. So yeah, let me know what you think, everyone, and enjoy your week. If you're unable to hang out with me again, make sure you seize the day, you have some fun times, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you around next time. Take it easy, everyone. All right.